What's up, Aries? This is for Aries Sun, Moon, and Rising for the week of June 13th. This is my second time doing your spread. I might show y'all the first spread. It's technical difficulties. What do we have for Aries Spirit? What do we have for Aries Spirit? We got completion at the bottom. That's your energy too. So this reading is going to be with the Mythical Goddess Tarot. Going to clarify with the Modern Witch Tarot. For the heart of the matter, you got your energy, Lilith, power. So you're feeling powerful right now. Crossing influence, you have cleansing. Your subconscious, you have mother perception. That was your outcome energy on the last spread. For something to be embraced or released, you have chrome transmutation. For recent past, you have sacrifice. And for your outcome energy, you have community. So your readings look kind of similar. In fact, this reading might be a little better. Way to go, Aries. You upgraded in the last 2 minutes since I made that last reading. And that reading was pretty good too. So, good for you. Got it going on right now. Alright, Spirit. What do we have for Aries this week? Alright, so you have power. Your clarifiers are 9 of Wands, the Lovers in reverse, Page of Pentacles in reverse. So right now you feel like you're coming into your power, and you're just waiting for what's next. What is it that you need to attack and push all this power to? And you may have just came out of a relationship that didn't work out the way you wanted, or somebody that you depended on disappointed you, but all it did was spur you into coming into your power and depending on yourself and getting yourself to the point where you're so emotionally healthy that when things like this happen, you just move on from it. It just rolls right down your back. You're just like, okay, well, I was a little disappointed, but that's okay, you know, and that's great. So you may have been the victim of dishonesty or manipulation. You may have been dealing with some people that have, you know, questionable ethics, and that's where that energy came in, where your Lover's card is in reverse. It may not even just be a romantic relationship. It may just be that you felt your ability to love kind of wither with the hurt or misunderstandings you were going through, but you're coming out of that and into a whole new perspective of looking at things where you are you're in your power, so you don't allow people to make you feel any kind of way because you understand how powerful you actually are. And it's still lingering energy of feeling kind of powerless and feeling like you just don't trust your power fully. It's not you feel powerless, you just don't trust your power fully right now. You're just coming to kind of understand how powerful you are. So something to be embraced, crown transmutation. It's time to embrace your power, Aries, and embrace this change and this rebirth, because it's just going to bring you joy and fulfillment. It's just going to have you in control of your environment and your finances and being at peace. And it's important that you complete any cycles and, you know, let the cycle complete and not try to stay in old patterns. So you have cleansing as a crossing influence. So I'm thinking at this time, it's time to get rid of things that are not serving you. Like hobbies, TV shows, people, even maybe jobs. Even if you feel like a job is not the best job for you, it's time to start fresh and to cleanse your life of everything that's not serving you, so that you can be at your highest good. Spirit is saying you are hesitant to cut some things off, but that's what it's going to take to get to this point, your Four of Wands point, where you're in celebration, you're in joy, and you're in understanding. You're gonna have to leave some things behind, and you're gonna have to cut some things off. During this cleansing process, and right now, or maybe you might be coming out of this energy, it has you feeling this energy, the Queen of Wands upside down, which is kind of I'd say they're very passionate and headstrong and go after what they want, but at the same time they're very duplicitous and manipulative about the means that they do go about doing it. So this person and the energy that you may be feeling or coming out of is feeling like somebody has wounded you, and it's like you want to bite back. You're like a puppy that got hurt, and a puppy that's been abused, and when someone's trying to love them, they're trying to bite them. That's how you kind of feel right now, like I'm gonna get what I want no matter what. Or you could be coming out of this energy, but it's okay to feel like, oh, I'm gonna go after what I want passionately, and I'm not gonna let anyone stop me. But it's not okay to hurt people along the way or manipulate people along the way. So it's important to keep your heart with you as you journey. Don't let yourself just be run by or fueled by thoughts, and especially thoughts of the past, or definitely not thoughts of revenge. That's what. Okay. So for recent past, you have Sacrifice, Page of Cups, the Chariot, Seven of Wands, and Three of Pentacles. So sometime in this recent past, you followed your heart, and you let love fuel your decisions. And there's nothing wrong with that. Sometimes, though, you encounter people that may not have been worthy of that love. Even though they're the people that need it the most, they in some ways may abuse your love. And when you're not ready to give love without expectation, then that can really hurt. So somewhere in your recent past, your love for someone or people turned into an actual sacrifice because you didn't get in return what you expected, and it riled up the fight in you again, Aries. And you know how you like to fight. So you basically were involved in some kind of situation where you felt slighted. And that's why that Queen of Wands in reverse is coming up, because there's a part of you that still feels like you need that you're owed something, and you need a conclusion to this. So my advice is to go into meditation and try to forgive the people that have upset you and hurt you, and forgive yourself for allowing yourself to be in that position where you felt hurt, or allowing someone to, what you may have considered, take advantage of you. So you're working towards this outcome energy of community, where you're going to feel interconnectedness with everything and everyone, and you feel the cycles of nature, and you come to a feeling of love and understanding. There's still a lot of sword energy. So I'm thinking you're still working through some of these feelings, and cutting things off, cutting people off, and cutting through your emotions. And you may still be getting information about the situation, and you're trying to still participate in things and be enthusiastic, but you somewhat feel like, you know, things are not fair, and you want justice. You want recognition for what people have done to you, and what has been going wrong to you. And Spirit is saying, by focusing on all of these negative things, it's making you feel like you lack. And if you feel like you lack, then it doesn't matter if you don't, because in your mind you do. So it's time to shift your focus. You got mother perception, so it's time to change your perspective and start looking at things from a different point of view, and stop focusing on negative things. If a situation didn't turn out the way you wanted, stop focusing on how it turned out, and focus on how you want your next situation to turn out, or how you can heal so much that when things don't turn out the way you want, it doesn't affect you like that next time. So shifting your focus on something else is very helpful and productive. I'm pulling from the Secret Language of Light Oracle. You got inner voice, so listen to your inner voice, Aries. And you got light beings. So Aries, it's time to listen to your high priestess and your inner knowing, your third eye. It's time to really listen in, and that you'll be guided on how you can heal now. Your inner knowing is going to let you know on how to further heal and become the light being that you are. you already are, you know, changing the way that you look at things and trying to understand it from a perspective of love and of a healer. So the more you focus on that kind of perspective and making your decisions and your thoughts following a pattern of your decisions being from a place of love, when your heart and your mind can connect, when you make your decisions from that place, then you're in this state of light being. And we're all light beings, but we forget that sometimes. And this is the time to remember that, and to stay in that way of thinking and that way of being, especially when things have caused us to question, you know, good and evil, and, you know, why is this happening to me? Why do people hurt me? Those kind of things. You get into your light state and you start to understand things differently. So that's what I have for you, Aries. Thank you.